I personally cannot believe we've gotten to this, but I felt that I need to set the record straight. First of all, I don't have any beef with Eric Omondi whatsoever. There's nothing we are fighting over. The cake is too big. The race is against poverty, not each other. Having said that, now let me address this shorty for comedy, shorty for the bikinis. Listen, there's a difference between your brand and mine. This is a difference. I'm a niche brand. You are mass market. I appeal to a certain category of individuals, intellectuals. You appeal to everybody else. You can't see me everywhere because that's my brand. Your brand is readily available. If you go to town now, somewhere, end at a river road, you'll just see Omondi akipita akienda somewhere, just doing something. That's the difference. We have very different brands. We appeal to very different people. We have different agendas, okay? So you cannot compare the two brands. Yes, you have more followers than me, but that's the only thing that you have that I don't have. Instagram followers. Why? Because you had a head start. Then also most of your followers are from Tanzania. There's no conversion. They follow you from Tanzania because, you know, you are mimicking one of their own, Yeah. That's why when I do an event in town and you do an event in town, my event will sell out. Yours, we've tried it before. You've seen what happened. Also, your brand is doing everything because it's cheap. I wanted to say affordable, but that's not it. It's cheap. When it's cheap, everybody can access it. You're saying, oh, you have gone to which countries, Yeah, because you're the one with the visa. We have probably 3 to 5 entertainers in Kenya who have the American visa. A lot of people have been called, they haven't gone because they don't have the visa, and you go because you have the visa, then you're affordable. You're comfortable sleeping in people's houses when you go to the States. That's you, bro. Whatever tickles your fancy, do it. But traveling does not mean success. Because yes, you've traveled to all those countries, but what do you have to show for it? You should sit down and look and say, okay, since I've been traveling to all these 50 plus 20 countries, this individual you're calling local has achieved far more than what you've achieved traveling to these other countries. Just saying. Okay? So before you shout, then also you don't need to shout, man. Empty debes make a lot of noise. Just talk to me. I can hear you out. Plus, you know where I work. You know where I am. Come through, bro. What's good? Pull up. Pull up. Okay? Then also stop saying, oh, Kiss is dead. Okay. You worked at Kiss before for 1 week, you're fired because of incompetence. Kiss is number 3. There's only Jumbo and Classic ahead of us. So we're doing way good. Do your research. Okay. You're 50 years old. You're doing everything and nothing in particular. What's your legacy when you leave? If you compare what you've done and what I'm doing, very different. I think I'm the only entertainer in Kenya who's done more TV shows than everybody else. I've done Break Time Show, I've done Kajero Music Comedy, I've done Offside, I've done Comedy Club, I've done all, I've been on Churchill Show as well. Right now I'm doing FNL, radio shows. I've done all the radio shows that are there. So if you compare, kutangulia sio kufika. Yes, you started, you call yourself, 14 years of comedy. What's there to show? Say, oh, yes, I have money. Having money is relative. What is having money for you? Okay, you have money. Which money? The mansion in Karen? Or the bedsitter in Kilimani? The rental bedsitter in Kilimani? Or the 2002 old Range Rover Sport that is chilling at Ogada King Rovers? You can't pay 20,000 shillings to get it back. Which money are we talking about? So it is such a shame that we've gotten to this where I made an observation of what you did and you took it personally, which is okay by me. There's nothing you can do about it. If there is, come and do it. Okay? You are a content creator, so you should have a thick skin. You should be able to take things easy. This notion that all the time you keep dissing musicians, saying the way they are lazy and everything. Listen, Eric, not everybody has favor the way you do. Most of us work hard for the shit we get. People break their backs. Then you come and say, oh, you guys are too lazy. Then you're comparing them to other people who had other favors. Things are not the same, okay? Stop always just fighting and insulting people. You're supposed to be a trailblazer. You're supposed to be somewhere that people look up to and learn. But now, sadly, there's nothing to learn. You've done everything. Now you're dancing in bikinis. The thong is too tight. Akili haifikiri. Listen, I saw the video. We've seen all the time when you're doing your naked videos with your white boxers. Vitu were, big things everywhere. When I looked at the beginning, I couldn't see nothing. What happened? Ulisahau kuweka banana this time. Adjust, bro. Also, if you remember what I told you when you were shooting Kula Kula, you as Eric Omondi right now, you'd have achieved so much. Even if you haven't, everything you have should be an endorsement of sorts. The house you live in, the car you drive, the clothes you wear, the food you eat, the places you are should be paid for by brands, because I think Eric is the only brand that can walk into any boardroom and be told yes. Like nobody can tell Eric, no, okay, they're used to it. Right now, I don't know. But nobody would be able to tell you no because of your brand. It has something called favor, but you're not maximizing on the favor. That is why you're still fighting with upcoming artists. People who started last year. You're fighting with me. When did I start? And by the way, do your research. I've done a couple of international shows. You just don't know about them because I don't go around parading everything. Bro, what you need to look for are brands that value you. You don't need to work with every brand that is there in the market. When anything new is being launched, you need to work with brands that value you, not brands that give you a car for 1 week, then they take it back away, then now you're back using taxi and everything. You need a brand that gives you, kama ni gari wakupatie, kuja magari affordable, we give you an affordable car, ukae nayo. Wache kwa, bro, what you lack is consistency and hard work. You're not working hard. You're working, yes, but you're not working hard. You could be far bigger than who you are now. You're very contented with a title. The president of comedy. Who cares? Who gives a shit? You can be the president of the world for all I care. But does it translate to who you are as a human being? The way you dress, the way you act, what you drive, where you live, what you have, it does not translate on the money aspect of, oh, I have more money. Because trust me, if you had money, we would know. If you had anything important, we would know. You've shown us all the unimportant things in your life, all of them, all the useless things we know. If you had anything useful, trust me, we would know. Because you're Eric Omondi, you thrive on showing everything that you're working on and everything that. Slow down. Sit down with your team, which is you anyway, and then you see everybody you're working with is no longer working with you. Says a lot about character. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. So come up with a plan. When you have a plan and the vision is clear, then work towards it. You need to redefine yourself. Like you said, yes, you didn't redefine yourself. You just started undressing yourself. There is nothing that people sit out and look at. Like Eric Omondi was a family name. Right now, even kids can't watch Eric Omondi anymore because you've turned into something else. I'm not saying it is bad what you've turned into. It's a different market. But when you're in there, what's the agenda? What is the ideology that you're selling? What is that thing? There are young people who aspire to be like you. There are people who use you as example. There are people who used to look up to you. What is it? You're saying, oh, I don't want to be a role model. It is not something that you choose. The minute that you're popular, actually you're popular. You're not famous, you're popular. People start to pay attention. But now when they pay attention, can you hold their attention? Then can they get something from it? Okay? So think about it, and if you want someone to help guide your brand, reach out to a brother. I'll gladly do it free of charge. I've done it before for you. So I can try, but now just listen. The problem with you, Eric, is you don't listen to understand. You listen to respond. If you listen to understand, you will realize that we all mean well to you. You see that Eric, the skinny guy, that one was people's favorite because, oh, yeah, ona venye ni kadogo, oh, yeah, na tukapatia kakazi, aki kakule kitu. And then ukaanza kumeza vitu na meza, unapiga gym kwa bedroom, umefura combo hivi, Jipaka salad. To what end, bro? Slow down. You're moving too fast in the wrong direction. You're doing everything and nothing in particular. Calm down. Look at your peers. Look at the people that we have tiers, yeah? So there's a tier for the ones who started, Akina Ridiculous, Churchill and the rest. Then there's Akina Omondi. You fall where Akina Jalango, Akina Otoyo are. Then there is the likes of me and the rest. Then there are the people below me. Then there's Generation Z. And it goes like that. So look at your peers. What are they doing vis-a-vis what you're doing? What have they achieved? Which asset? And speaking of followers on Instagram, let me enlighten you. My Facebook page was hacked at a couple of 100,000 followers. My Instagram page has also been hacked, so we are struggling between, right? It's going through something called a shadow ban. Google that, at least maybe you'll be enlightened. That's why when you look for it, you might not find it, and if you find it, it doesn't have interaction because it's doing something called a shadow ban. It has nothing entirely to do with the brand or whatever the brand is doing. Because if you look at what I'm doing on my YouTube channel, which is the fastest growing YouTube channel in Kenya at the moment, it's doing beautiful. Kula Kula Show, beautiful. Taxi Problems, beautiful. Toxic Boyfriends, beautiful. First Time, beautiful. I've even opened another one, Obinna Live. I've even opened another one now, doing a show on Kiss TV. It's called Friday Night Live. The YouTube page is doing brilliantly. I've even opened another one called African Problems Unfiltered, doing beautifully. Conversion, analytics. What do you have to show from it? So do your research before you start throwing stones, all right? Another thing that I've also noticed and I wanted to address, Eric, you lack originality. You thrive on duplication. There is nothing you stand for. Like what define Eric Omondi? Compare the guy who does everything. Someone does something, you do the way they've done it, you mimic it in whatever. Yes, you're funny, according to you, with which jokes? Churchill Show jokes from 2004. What's the new joke you wrote? You wrote. I'm not saying that you said, that you wrote, that you created. You said that you're being called by, you're doing, I don't know how many shows. Yeah, because you're readily available, then they can afford you. Being everywhere does not mean value. It's availability. All right? And also, it is so much surprising that a 50-year-old man is bragging about Instagram followers. Bro, really? Instagram followers? This is how I'll conclude this story, okay? Stop shouting. If you want me, come and get me. You know where I am. Let's talk like men. This battle for online, I don't like them because most of the time people take sides and they don't know the real story of what's happening. People get limited information and then they start taking sides. Oh, no, you can't talk like this. Then now, some of your fans who lack information and knowledge and are not enlightened will come and insult me. And some of my fans who also lack knowledge and not enlightened will come and insult you. Then it becomes the way politicians do. They insult each other, then their friends, Chinyamaji, and then other people. What people don't know is that I was your brother's KYM for a couple of years. In extension, I was also your KYM for a couple of years. We used to look up to you for a couple of years. You are the people who started the stand-up comedy in the market. So people will come and insult and they don't know the history that we share. But now instead of going online and doing all this, washing our dirty linen, pull up, bro. You know where I live, you know where I work, you know where I hang out, you know who I hang out with. Pull up. I'm not those people that you'll insult online. I'll look for you, bro. Ask your brother about me. Tomorrow I'm dropping a new song. It's called Zuia Noma. Let's hope we do that. It's for the election. So if you didn't go out and vote, shame on you. If you did, good stuff. You see myself, I went out and placed a vote because I felt like I'll be part of the change. All right. So tomorrow on my YouTube, Obinna TV, Zuia Noma, enjoy the show.